Did you ever feel like that your footage looks flat and lacks personality? Well, today I'll show you how to turn dull footage into cinematic visuals. Hey everyone, in this tutorial I'll break down color grading and color correction for beginners step by step. Nothing too fancy, nothing very advanced, just a few adjustments to the contrast and everything else on your video just to give it more emotion and cinematic look. Let's start from the beginning. What is color grading and color correction? Color correction is about fixing your footage. Things like brightness, white balance, exposure, and etc. Meanwhile, color grading is the creative step. It's about giving your video a mood, a style, a personality. Think of color grading like Instagram filters, but much more advanced. They also you're guiding how your audience will feel while watching. For example, warm tones are about being cozy or emotional, while cool tones are about being techy or dramatic. Now, when it comes to preparing your footage, before you do any color grading, you should correct your footage. Open the color panel and fix the white balance, meaning make the white color in your video actually white or look more white. Then deal with your exposure. Avoid over bright highlights or crushed tones of black. And then deal with contrast by adding a little more contrast between the colors and tones, in case if your video looks a little faded and monotone. These small tweaks make your video ready for creative grading later. And once you've done that, you gotta apply the base look. Now, this is where the fun part comes, because this is where you start color grading. Here you should start with a basic LUT or a basic curve. And for those who don't know, LUTs are like a preset color filters that give you a starting tone. You can find tons of LUTs for free online, but keep it subtle. LUTs should inspire, not overpower your footage. The key is balance. You want it to be cinematic, not cartoonish. Now let's control the mood of your video with color wheels. You can easily find color wheels in the adjust sections in CapCut, which I strongly recommend because CapCut is perfect for beginners. Once you're in the color wheel section, you should find the middle tone part, and this is where you adjust the skin tones since they're the most sensitive areas on your video. If you want slightly a cooler tone, you should push the shadows towards the blue color, or if you want a warm tone, you should push them towards the orangey or yellowish. You can also add a vignette in CapCut if you want to draw attention to something specific in your video. And after that, you can adjust the highlights. A little touch of golden warmth can look the footage, for example, of something outside, look even more natural. Always ask yourself, does this shot after being color graded match my story, match the feeling I want the viewers to have? And always remember to be consistent across every clip. Now, thankfully in CapCut you can create an adjusted filter which you can apply above the entire video. But in case if you're using an editing software where you can't do that, it's better to adjust and filter and color grade every clip the exact same way consistently. Because the secret to professional color grading is consistency. You shouldn't let each clip to have a different tone because it will break the immersion. You should match every single shot so your video feels like one piece. And then you should watch the entire sequence at once just to make sure all the colors flow naturally. Now, here's my personal color grading shortcut. Do quick color correction first, then add your LUT or your own creative layer, then adjust the contrast and saturation of your video, and then warm up the middle tone a little slightly. And then after that, lastly, recheck the skin tones before exporting your video. This should take you around 5 minutes or maybe even less once you get the hang of it. And then lastly, you should export and check the color corrected version of your video. When you're done, it's preferable to export a short test clip of your video and then watch it on your phone, your laptop, TV, it doesn't matter. Because screens display colors differently. If it looks good everywhere, in case if you check it everywhere, then you've nailed it. Remember, color grading isn't about perfection, it's about emotion. When you look at your edit, if it feels right, if you look at it and you don't consider changing anything, nothing crosses your mind, This means you did everything correctly. And that's it, color grading made easy. If you found this video helpful, make sure to check out my previous video, which is about my personal video editing workflow. And in this video, I've shown how I fit color grading into my entire video editing process. So drop a like, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you don't miss out on my next videos. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to keep creating and remain creative, and take care.